Hello, and welcome to Study Abroad 101. We're thrilled that you're thinking about studying abroad, and our staff is happy to assist you with your preparations. This informational video is a great place to get your bearings on how to start. Starting off with why go? Perhaps you have friends or family that have studied abroad in the past, and you are wondering, what are the true benefits of this type of experience? How can I convince my parents? What could I put on my resume? In addition to your academics abroad, you'll increase your knowledge of the world, your intercultural competence, your self-realization, and you'll build skills that you will use in many aspects of your life from here on out. This is just a preview because once you study abroad, you'll realize you've gained more than you can ever imagine.
You can study abroad anytime after freshman year or 24 credits post-high school completion, so you could go as soon as the May or summer session after your freshman year. Be sure to meet with your academic advisor to determine the best time for you to study abroad. With proper planning, you can study abroad and graduate on time. We offer programs all over the globe. We have programs in Africa, Asia, Europe, South America, and Australia. Whether you want to live in a big city or a small town, expand your foreign language skills, immerse yourself in European history, or explore the savannas of Africa, we have a program for you and your major. The study abroad programs offered at UMD consist of UMD programs and affiliate programs. UMD programs are developed, coordinated, and sponsored by our office, while affiliate programs are offered by the affiliate study abroad organizations we've partnered with. There are a few different program lengths you can choose from. Short-term, which includes student teaching, semester, or year-long. When figuring out which length is best for you, it's helpful to think about both your academic and personal goals. In our semester options, you attend a foreign university and become immersed in the culture for 4 to 6 months, depending on the program. You get to feel what it's like to be a student at a university abroad, and it allows you to have a greater experience in getting to know the country as well as travel to other destinations while there. Our year-long programs offer an even more immersive experience. You have a longer period of time to adjust and truly get the feel of being an international student. This allows you more time to experience the culture and more of an opportunity to explore and gain a greater understanding of your location and its people. You'll get to further grow the lifelong friendships you made during the first semester and have even more opportunities to explore and travel throughout the region. Many students who studied abroad for a semester wish they would have stayed the entire year. In summer options, you attend a foreign university and become immersed in the culture over the summer term. These programs are typically 1 to 3 months long in length, and they're a great option if a semester or year won't work for you, but you'd still like an independent experience and want to feel what it's like to be a student at a university abroad. UMD faculty-led programs are led by a UMD faculty member. They are generally geared towards certain majors and offer between 3 to 6 credits. Programs vary each year in regards to subject matter and location. The length is typically between 2 and 6 weeks, and they run during winter break, May, and summer sessions. These programs are great for students who would like to travel with UMD faculty and a group of UMD students or are looking to fulfill a specific course. For our international student teaching programs, our office partners with the Education Department to offer international student teaching opportunities. These programs, for education majors, vary in length and work well with their academic schedule. Program location and cultural considerations. The world is big and full of many cultures. For any location, it's important you take your background, ethnicity, identity, and beliefs into consideration when thinking about where you want to go. Some locations are more accepting of LGBTQ+ people, and some locations are more accommodating to people with disabilities. There may be other factors that are important to you personally that you should reflect on when researching cultures different from your own. Think about all these things when looking at locations to see if spending time there would be a good fit for you. Our office has many resources, and we are here to support you to ensure you have a positive, safe, and fulfilling experience while abroad.
Where should I start? The first step is to attend or watch Study Abroad 101. The other steps include talking with peer advisors, reviewing and reflecting on information in our Study Abroad guide, completing the online student profile, looking at your finances, researching programs, meeting with your academic advisor as well as a study abroad program coordinator, getting a passport, and finally applying to your program. How will our office help you? You'll receive full support for participation in UMD programs. Our staff is here to guide and support you through the study abroad process and help you prepare for this exciting and rewarding experience. You'll receive advice on how to get started. Once you've chosen and applied, we'll provide you with specific steps and guidance that are specific to your program. You'll attend a pre-departure orientation before you depart to further prepare for your experience and also get the chance to meet other students going abroad. Our staff will assist you with registration, financial aid, scholarships, immigration documentation, billing and payments for study abroad, and will process your transcript after your program participation. These are just a few of the services that we provide. All in all, we are here for you through each step in the planning process while you're abroad and even when you return. Program costs vary. UMD tuition is waived if you participate in a study abroad program, so it's not like you're paying tuition to both institutions while you're abroad. There are some programs that cost similar to, less than, or more than the cost to attend UMD. You can see program costs and how to calculate them on each program webpage. Costs can depend on the location's cost of living. For example, the cost to live in London or Australia is much more than the cost to live in Costa Rica or Slovenia. If a budget is a concern, you might want to consider going to a location with an average lower cost of living. And just like universities in the US, tuition and housing costs can vary from institution to institution. You'll find that our exchange programs are typically less expensive than other options. In some homestay options, you'll receive meals from your host family, which can also help to cut down your costs for food. If you do your research, there are ways to find programs to fit your budget. Remember that you're not comparing apples to apples when looking at studying abroad and comparing it to the cost of education at UMD. Studying abroad brings you to wonderful new places, but it also allows you to gain skills and perspectives that go above and beyond what you'll find in a regular classroom here. We find that once students return, they are more aware of global issues and are able to communicate more effectively across cultures. They feel more confident, motivated, and independent. They become more empathetic, flexible, and are able to easily adapt to uncertain situations. We also find that students are much more open to new ideas because of the different perspectives that they've gained. Future employers value all of these traits and skills. We truly believe this experience is much more than just traveling to another country. It also has a unique educational value. A wealth of knowledge is gained not only by the academics received abroad, but equally so by all of the human experiences and interactions that occur every moment outside of the classroom when navigating a new location and its culture. Financial planning is key when it comes to studying abroad. Determine your budget and then look for programs that fit within your budget. Check out our website to find costs and use our online budget planning tools. Be sure to keep in mind the non-program related things that you may want to spend money on when you're abroad. Keep in mind any additional things you might be spending on. For example, if you like to go out and socialize, plan to purchase souvenirs, or are planning to take advantage of travel opportunities while abroad. Take into consideration that these will be additional expenses incurred on your program, and think of ways that you can try to save up beforehand in order to prepare for any additional spending. We've had some students adopt the mindset that every coffee you buy, pizza you order, and weekend you spend out adds up to money you could put in your pocket for your adventures abroad. Also remember that you will be saving money on certain things while you're abroad, such as gas money and groceries, like if you're doing a homestay. Keep all of these things in mind when determining your budget, and don't be afraid to be a little creative in how you can save and make money for your experience. Program fees. Each program is different, so when comparing costs, you'll want to consider what is and isn't included in each program fee. The questions you should be asking include, are airfare, room and board, and optional excursions included? Are there additional out-of-pocket expenses that aren't included on the website? Do I need additional travel documents besides a passport? What payments need to be made before I leave and when? Note that you'll be charged some additional costs, including an application fee and a UMD study abroad fee, which includes international insurance and UMD internet fees. More detailed information can be found on our website. If additional expenses are not noted by your program provider, request a total cost estimate for your intended study abroad program and talk with alumni or advisors in our office. Financial aid can apply to study abroad with the exception of tuition waivers. You'll need to consult with One Stop to see how financial aid can apply to your study abroad experience. You will complete the FAFSA just as you would if you were to attend UMD. Study abroad staff will send your estimated program costs to One Stop. This only includes the required expenses for your participation. If your program costs less than attending UMD, you will only receive enough aid to cover your program expenses. It is also important to note that May and summer financial aid can be requested, but only if you are enrolled in 6 or more credits during those terms. UMD Study Abroad awards an average of over $80,000 in scholarships annually to UMD students studying abroad. Awards can be competitive, but you will be considered for all UMD Study Abroad and some affiliate scholarships with the submission of the one online application. If you're participating in a co-sponsored or affiliate program, research their additional scholarship and funding information on their websites. We offer a diversity in study abroad scholarship and also view benefits for U.S. veterans. External study abroad scholarships are also available to any student studying abroad. If you identify with an underrepresented population or are considering studying in a location or in an academic discipline that's traditionally underrepresented in study abroad, there are great opportunities as well. Check out our website. Also keep in mind that many non-study abroad UMD scholarships you receive can also be applied to study abroad, so if you are eligible, apply. Please note that tuition waivers do not apply. If you are an honors student, there are great scholarship opportunities available, so be sure to check with that office as well. When working on applications, take advantage of the UMD Writers Workshop for assistance with writing a stellar scholarship essay. When should I apply for scholarships? You can apply before you are accepted to a program, but you will not receive the award unless you actually study abroad. Please note that it's recommended that you have adequate funding to participate in the program, regardless of whether or not you receive a scholarship award.
While studying abroad, you can continue to advance towards your degree and find programs to fit your academic goals. Here's a few things you may want to look at. On our website, you can search for program locations by area of study. This will provide a list of programs that will likely offer coursework that may be ideal for your major, minor, or liberal education requirements. Keep in mind you are not limited to these programs and that university offerings can change, so be sure to research their most current offerings before applying. Additionally, we also manage a study abroad course database. This database houses courses that UMD has reviewed in the last 5 years. This shows exactly how the courses students have submitted in the past will transfer back to UMD. This can be a helpful tool if you know of specific courses you're trying to fulfill when researching locations. It's also great if you want to get an idea of course offerings in locations that have been approved to transfer back. The academic planning process takes time and requires careful consideration. The first step is to meet with your academic advisor and discuss which courses may be best suited for you to take abroad. You will also need to determine which courses are offered at the foreign university you're wanting to attend. Check out the resources previously mentioned as well as the program's university website to view available courses and the requirements to enroll. Make sure the courses you're looking at are offered during the term that you'll be abroad. Next, you will use the academic planning form to document your official study abroad course approvals prior to departure. First, check the study abroad course database to see if a course has been reviewed by UMD. If it's listed, you don't need to get it reviewed, and you can just list it on your academic planning form. If a course is not listed, hasn't been reviewed, or is expiring, you'll need to submit a new course evaluation. The form to do this can be found on our website under the Academic Planning and Studying Abroad tab. If you need a copy of the academic planning form, you can download it from our website, your study abroad checklist, or stop by our front desk to grab a copy. Most credits earned abroad will count as UMD resident credit. They'll apply to your cumulative GPA, count towards credit accumulation, and show on your UMD transcript. All courses must be pre-approved at UMD prior to departure in order to determine how they will contribute to your degree.
Applying to your program. Application information for each program is available online. Make sure you have everything in place and understand all aspects of studying abroad, like academics, costs, fees, billing, program information, etc. Be sure to schedule a meeting with any of our staff members online, and you can meet with us as many times as you need to. Our peer advisors are also great resources. Some have studied abroad or traveled abroad and have been through the process, plus we have some great stories to tell. Make sure you've met with your academic advisor as well as a study abroad staff coordinator in our office at least once to ensure you have everything on track and that you aren't missing any important information. If you're interested in a faculty-led short-term program, we recommend meeting with the program leaders to ensure that you're aware of all aspects of their program. Don't forget to apply for a passport. Additional information can be found at www.travel.state.gov. Once you've been accepted to your program, you'll take part in a pre-departure orientation where you'll prepare final plans and get key information to make studying abroad truly an experience of a lifetime.